Quite reasonable, right? But again, couldn't you have renovated without pulling down the entire structure? Recall that even after the fire, the State Assembly, the 27, held plenary on Monday where they defected to the All Progressives Congress. Now that they're members of the All Progressives Congress, 27 against 4. How will the governor survive this? Is it enough? Is it enough to pull down the assembly complex? Would it stop the assembly members, the 27, from going ahead to impeach the governor if they want to? They have the numbers. But again, pulling down this assembly complex, who's going to pay for it? River State people. So who's losing out the most in all of this fight? In this battle between Governor Fubara and his predecessor, who is losing out? It's actually the River State people. Elder statesman Edwin Clark had called on the president to reigning the minister of the Federal Capital Territory. But seeing as how there is no much difference for political, analysts, they say there seems to be some level of similarity between the president, especially when he was governor, and how he ran Lagos State, and what former River State governor and minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike, is doing. Many have called the president the godfather of several politicians across the southwest states and even beyond. Would he be against something that he's known for? Would he, as president, caution the minister of FCT? Or would he urge him on and say, look, you need to be in control of that structure. You need to be in control of your state. Because isn't it what Nigerian politics is about? Control of political structure. The FCT minister, Nyesom Wike, says he cannot lose control of the party structure in his state. But now that the people, the state assembly members have all moved, or most of them have moved to the All Progressives Congress, would he still have that control of the political party structure in his state? What's going to happen? Would we finally see a situation similar to what played out in Kano State, where Kwankwaso had anointed Ganduje to become governor? Ganduje was loyal until he became governor, and then when he became governor, he outrightly took control of everything and almost made Kwankwaso completely irrelevant in the state. Almost drove him into, made it even difficult for him to move around in the state. Crushed the Kwankwasia movement to a large extent. Would we see that playing out in Rivers State, where the governor says, begins to realize his power? By the way, happy birthday to the minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike. Happy birthday to you. He turns 59 today. Would he continue to have control over the state? We saw Governor Fubara still, advertising in pages of newspapers, congratulating his Oga and wishing him well on his 59th birthday and all of that. It is what it is. Would Fubara continue to play soft and nice, or would he, at some point, begin to show that he has the power to run his master out of town, the way that the former governor of Kano State, Abdullahi Ganduje, ran his political godfather almost out of town? Join the conversation, 09073530044 and 09087668888. You want to send SMS and WhatsApp messages? Make that to 09097054450. Don't also forget that Wike is a master in the game. He ran his, those other people in his states, the likes of Amici, out of the states at some point, made them so powerless and irrelevant in the state's politics. Would he relent now? Would his boy become a master? Or would he continue to subdue his boy? We'll find out in the coming days. I'll bring in this caller. Hello, good morning. Hello? Okay, problem with that line now. Hello, good morning.
Thank you, my prince. God bless your heart.
Obasanjo, welcome. Good to have you.
Thank you. It's Obasanjo from Omali.
Let's hear you, sir.
Thank you. My prince, what goes around comes around, Abi?
That's what they say.
Yes, where we say, happy birthday to you, sir. We love you then, but you make your way, you have your way. You pepper us. You are telling us, pepper them. As you dey sweet you, you dey pet them. Now, we want to see either Fubara will stand on his feet. The life of Wike and Amechi, when Amechi make him to be a governor, it treat Amechi very badly. Amechi cannot even come to River. Well, then we will still go back to Tinubu when he was a governor in Lagos State. What actually happened? So we want to stand by Fubara. Let Fubara stand firm and say, yes, I am the Oga of my state. Nobody will come to my state and make way of me. No, he is in charge and he remains in charge. He has done the best things to do. Let the house complex should be demolished so that the River State will now know that yes, Fubara is in charge. Nobody will stay in Abuja be controlling River State. For what? He did it to Amechi and he did it to other PDP members also. So what Fubara is doing, we love Fubara. Fubara, people know if you are listening to me, if the fans of Fubara are listening, we get treated PDP very bad. He treated Amechi very bad. He treated everybody very bad. We were loved by Wike. Wike was loved by Nigerians. But what he did in 2023 was very too bad. What he did to Amechi was very bad. So no, God, you don't joke with God. Thank you. God bless Nigeria.
Thank
Fubara, carry go.
Thank you very much, Obasanjo. Would Fubara be able to survive this? Would he be able to? Don't forget that Wike is some powerful politician, knows the game in and out, was able to somewhat, dismantle the PDP as a party, even at the national level, even against someone who had been vice president, the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party in the February elections. If Wike could have, disrupted and caused a big disruption in the party and made them even mostly lose the election because, he commandeered 5 governors of the PDP at the time and made it almost impossible for the PDP to coast to victory. If he could do that, who do you think that Fubara has the skill and the power to maneuver his kind in the politics? Hello, good morning. Okay, we have a problem. I seem not to be able to take calls on one of these lines. Keep your calls coming 09073530044 and 09876688888. Send SMS and WhatsApp messages to 09097054450. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Ian.
Good morning, Chidi and the BC. Good to have you.
Yeah. As I was telling you earlier on, when this thing started in India, see, the person who said about George belonging to somebody's that is within the Fubara's cabinet. What about Odili's wife? Who Wike used, I claimed that Wike used them to get to where he was as a governor of Rivers State from the Supreme Court. See, if I were Fubara and Nigerian politics today, you see that, let me be frank and blunt, you see that Supreme Court judgment, it showed that Anything you can do in Nigerian politics to win election or to remain in power, do it. Let them go to court. Let the losers go to court. See, Nike has taken his turn. It's just like in my own tribe, where you go and bring in somebody, a boy from a wretched family, and breed him, and at the end of the day train him on a trade, and then at the end of the day you give him money to start life, and then that person the oga will take money take over the boy's business. It don't happen. This is exact. So let him leave that man alone. No. Fiscal structure. His structure has finished with him at River State.
All right.
Let this man build up his own structure and move the state forward. Let him look at the guy and watch him, what he's doing. If I were Kubara, we will never step in his leg in that. Anybody can stand on my I finish that person. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I don't know what you mean by finish, but let's hope that it's very civil and the politics. Well, again, they say Nigerian politics is quite dirty, and maybe this is why they say so. Because you have a situation where people talk about crushing the opposition and crushing this one and crushing that one. Is that how it should be? The issues of cross-carpeting or defection to another party, shouldn't people be losing their seats when they do so? When they cross over, the Constitution has it there. But again, the proviso makes it easy for people to just, maneuver the Constitution and get their way. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Christina. How are you?
Chief Cosmos. I'm good. Good to have you.
Yeah, Chief Cosmos, we're going to translate.
Welcome.
You see, people are saying all sorts of things here in Abuja. They are not in Port Harcourt. The man Wike, as I used to say, I'm not his fan anyway, but I know he's very strong in River State politics. He's at Abuja here, still controlling that place. You can think of that. People love him. And this man, Fubara, should think twice. There's just nothing like violence. You should at least remember what this man has done for him. Try as much as possible, not using force as he's using now to demolish the state assembly. It's River State money. Who will rebuild it? It's River State money. But I think we should told the land of it by negotiating with these 7-man people and find a way to get into them so that they're peace in River State. If it's bullies trying to show a big man to try to show a strong man, I think they give it back to him. He has only 4 lawmakers. I don't think he can succeed in that aspect. Right. That's the way they will give you. They can sit in a classroom and start to impeach him. The next thing you do is to go to court. That's it. At court, you may not succeed. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chief Cosmos, for that intervention there. Now, again, we do know that when politics takes this dimension, again, is the people that actually suffers. With the way that it's going, it seems like we're going to have a situation where things may just get out of hand if care is not taken. But if Fubara was actually smart or knew the game so well, would he have had 27 members defect from the party? Again, it's a question of loyalty because they, even the minister of the FCT, Yesa Wike, had said he bought forms for all of the people who contested in the state on the platform of the PDP. Okay, so maybe those people do not want to be disloyal. But again, we do know that in politics, especially in Nigerian politics, everyone has a price, don't they? If Fubara, had played his cards right, maybe he wouldn't have the majority of the state assembly members against him. That again shows that he may not have the political prowess or powers or skill, what do you call it now, to maneuver and beat the likes of Wike in the game. Because if Wike is Minister of the FCT and still controls a large chunk of the assembly members, there might be a problem. Maybe he's not playing his game right. Don't forget that we all say that the state assembly members are always in the pockets of their governors, and if he, as governor, does not have a state assembly, based on the Nigerian politics, which is absolutely wrong, by the way. The assembly should be independent. If he's unable to play the cards the way that the likes of his predecessor played it, to have the assembly in his pocket, wrongly so, then maybe he doesn't have what it takes to beat his master. Anyway, join the conversation. I'll take this one call and get back to messages. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Christina, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Blessing.
How are you?
I'm okay. Good to have you.
Happy birthday for you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Love, life, affairs, sir. Get us started. What I want to say, and we still play about this for Nigeria. Yes, we can Cubana. What is the problem? We will go just the 2 months. We don't know what is the problem for Nigeria. Where they will meet, work on and take tea. We know what they do. See, if not on settlement, now then know how they take. See, let them pay evil to evil. We cannot go anywhere. If the Cubana will go back, yes, we can already talk. May go back him. Let this straight. Because for River State, yes, we can see get like there. No matter now the SCT minister for Abuja here. Abuja here, you know, say one day he will go. He will still go in place. Which is Port Harcourt, he will still go in River State. But me now live anything position. We already see the picture. Then we see issue where the border Nigeria, issue of food, market, where they cost for market, issue of fuel. Then we talk all this one. When we leave this policy for goodness sake, if they let make the SIPC, if they let make PC, oh, they are the same feather. Please, let them leave them alone.
All right, thank you very much, Blessing. Thank you for calling. Now, Joseph Jojo says, Prince, in all APC member, 27 members defected to APC. What does that tell you? Who made them defect? And why did they defect? Why not LP or ABGA? Why APC? Is it simply because their master is in the party? My question is, why is the PDP afraid to suspend this man called Wike? Is he bigger than PDP, just like some people are bigger than Nigeria? Well, Fubara should be in charge. Other big birds should help Fubara, people like Amechi and Atiku, because that man called Fubara needs help now. I can never wish... Okay. That guy is gradually becoming a tyrant. God bless you. Thank you so much, Joseph Jojo. Do have a nice day yourself. And we'll wrap up the segment in a bit and bring in... I have some guests who will be talking about something that should interest you as well, especially in this season where, the Yota. Stay with us here. The conversation continues.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Are you looking for an internet service that will make surfing on the internet an enjoyable one? Do you want a super fast connection to the internet? Look no further, as Eagles Internet Services is here for you, an effective internet service provider with 99% proven reliability for residential and office services. We provide unlimited internet bandwidth services of different bundles tailored to meet your desires and taste. It is reliable, affordable, with a wide coverage. You can locate them at Plot 1719 Cadastral Zone B, Kaura District, or you can call 081 3312 1423 or 090 6576 5969. Eagles Internet Service. Stay connected to everything you love.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Thank you again for staying with us on your radio experience. You can count on 9:30 is the time, and we're glad to have you on the side. And now let's switch the conversation a little. I have joining in the conversation this morning, Sushet. She is the convener of the Arts and Vibes. Arts and Vibes. What is Arts and Vibes, by the way? Good morning and welcome, Sushet. Good to have you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Tell us about Arts and Vibes.
Yes, so Arts and Vibes is an art event happening in Kaduna.
Okay.
This is the third edition. We've had this for 2 years, so this is the third year that third edition is going to be happening on the 26th of December.
Okay.
This year, and we're very excited. It's art, it's poetry. You know, it's an experience. We're creating an experience for people. We're giving a platform to artists from all over the north and even beyond.
Okay.
Yes, that's basically like the basics of Arts and Vibes.
Okay, so this is the third edition.
Baga,
Okay.
one of the biggest rappers in Nigeria and Africa, actually. So yes, it's really big this year. But he isn't coming as a rapper, he's coming as a poet. So there's a twist to it.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, because we're doing poetry, so we want him to channel his poetic side, which he is actually. He's a poet on many levels. There's a very thin line between rap and poetry. So yes. So the first year was interesting. It was kind of like an experiment. It was me wanting to do something to bring people together. So I really wanted to do that. I had limited resources, but I still did it. I mean, I sold out the tickets. I wanted like 45 people, and it was sold out. So it was an achievement for me. So it was a lot. There was a lot of problems, but it was a learning curve as well. So I took the lessons and we went for the second edition, which was also bigger than the first. So I did learn a lot. For that second edition, we had more poets, we had more artists, you know, it was more organized, we had this brand sponsorship, you know, it was growth from where we started, the Prince Claus Fund and British Council, so we have their support for this year. We're also supported by Beirut, you know, and we've expanded our coast. The artists that sent in their work for the exhibition, it was amazing how much we got. Our volunteers are very happy to come in, you know, I mean, I think the pulse this year is definitely more exciting for us, so yeah.
Interesting. We'll go back to talking about what this Arts and Vibes holds for this year, but let's talk about the inspiration behind it. What inspired you, and how did you come about Arts and Vibes?
Okay, so I'm an artist myself, I'm a writer.
Okay.
So at the core of Arts and Vibes, I think I wanted to do something that could bring together artists. I think first I wanted just writers. But then when I wanted to do it, when the vision came, when I said, okay, I will do this, I was like, I could be more inclusive with this. It doesn't have to be just creative writers. It could be poets, it could be artists, photographers, you know, visual artists. And so, yes, so I thought, what would a great name be? Nissan, he's a poet, spoken word artist. He had this event that I saw. It was very relaxed. It felt like a community, right? And I was like, this is nice. I'd like to create something like this. And then I took that and I ran with it.
Lovely. Now back to what people should expect this year. You mentioned that you're bringing MI this year,
Yes.
and that's quite big. I mean, Africa's rapper number one. That's quite big. Now talk about all the things that people can, you know, why people should want to come for this year's Arts and Vibes experience.
Okay, so aside from the fact that MI is coming, we have this silent disco that we're going to be organizing while in the hall. So yeah, it's going to be like an experience. I mean, imagine there's art at the side and then there's people dancing without music. I mean, as far as you can't hear it, so it's them dancing to music that's silent. So we think that could be also artistic as well. You know, there's going to be the poetry show. You know, there's artists coming to sing, perform. There's going to be a photo booth, very aesthetic. You know, I know people. Gen Zs these days are very keen about like aesthetics, so there's definitely going to be that going for them. There's going to be vendors. I think there's going to be a lot for people to look forward to. Yes,
Interesting. You know what? I'm interested in this because a lot of people will be going to Kaduna for the holidays and stuff. So they'll find a place to go, have fun, unwind, and also learn and enjoy arts within this time. What date is it, and where is the venue? Because I know a lot of people are waiting. Or where's it happening? We want to know. And what time would it be?
So yes, it's on the 26th, 27th of December.
2 days.
2 days, yes.
Oh,
I mean,
interesting.
so we know it's going to be an experience. So when people see the pictures from the first day, they're like, oh, I want to experience. So yes, that's at the new road side in Kaduna, in Abuja, Kaduna, you know, even Kano, like there's no limit, just you can still all come through. There's 2 days of the event, so regardless, you can show up.
It is. That's quite impressive. Now, for those of you who don't know, Ahmed Musa. Oh my God, this just makes me feel like going back to Katie now. Ahmed Musa, what do you call it now? Center is around the New Road,
Yes.
where you have what do you call it now? what's the name of this area?
Kurji.
Kurji and the likes, right?
Yes.
That road. If you're
Kamazo.
Kamazo on the
Yes.
Kamazo was what I wanted to remember. So all that area, that's where it is. You can just once you're on the new road,
Yes.
you can just locate that spot. So 26th and 27th is the date. What do people? How can people get tickets if they want to attend the event?
Okay, so yes, we have tickets on our Instagram page, which is the Arts and Vibes on Instagram, and then we have physical vendors which will be communicating on the page for this week and next week. So that will definitely be announced. But as far as tickets go right now, we're doing online sales, and we're pushing it very heavily on our Instagram and Twitter pages.
What's the Instagram? What are the pages?
The Arts and Vibes? That's both for Instagram and Twitter.
Just Arts and Vibes. How's it
Yes.
spelled?
THART.
You see, I missed the part.
THEARTS ANDVIBES.
Okay, the Arts and Vibes, just as it is. The
Yes.
Arts and Vibes, one word.
Yes.
And
No
it's
space,
no space, no underscore. The Arts and Vibes. You could get there and get your tickets to have fun this Yuletide. I mean, I'm thinking that that's one of the things I'm going to do if I'm ever,
Yeah,
I
absolutely
should be there. So tell me about the theme of this year's Arts and Vibes.
Okay, so yeah, the theme this year is bridging gaps, and for us, it's about bringing people together, bringing people of all. So whether you're Christian or whether, and strip yourself of the labels. Basically. So here we're artists, here we're consumers of art, here we're people that just want to enjoy art. So for us, bridging gaps, that's what it is. And even in the setup for the art exhibition, we're trying to bring that to life. It's going to be very experiential. It's going to be interactive. So there's going to be a bridge, and I think it's going to also be, it's both symbolic as well as a photo op. So I mean, there's going to be a lot for people to see and experience.
Nice. How do you have any other artists that that people would want to see?
Yes, I know people would definitely want to see Deborah Johnson. She's here in the studio with us. I know she'd like to say hi. So these are the singers. There's Kish Roland. He's also covered all the others. Pelamo, there's Basit. So these are some of the artists that are definitely going to be
Interesting. We're going to see these people. Now, there is also a prize. Tell me
Yes.
about the prize for poetry.
The Lavari Prize for Poetry. So yes, I mean, in amongst part of the things we want to be able to do as a community that we're growing is to give back. And for us, that's where the prize comes in. So this year, the prize is 100K, but I mean, it's small beginnings. Just because it's 100K this year doesn't mean it's going to always be 100. We plan to expand.
100K is a lot of money now, if you ask me.
Actually, but like we want to be able to empower artists, poets. Hopefully we will be able to give prizes for the visual arts as well, but for now this year is just focused on poetry. And Debbie is one of our judges for the prize.
Okay.
So yeah, we had people sending their interpretations for bridging gaps. So we want to see like what's your interpretation, what's your take on it, what's bridging gaps to you. So I've had that, and that will be also the shortlisted poets would be exhibited. Some of the poems will be exhibited at the exhibition at Arts and Vibes this year. So yes, that's what the prize is about.
Okay. All right. So what else do we want to know about Arts and Vibes? What else do you want to tell us that we don't know, and why we should further be interested and really excited to attend this year?
I mean, for one, the name has vibes in it.
Show that.
So there's going to be good vibes, definitely good vibes, good people. There's going to be networking. I mean, if you're an art enthusiast, a poet, whatever it is, if you're a lover of art, you should be there. You're going to meet people of all sorts, people from all walks of life. So there's that. There's going to be an after party. There's going to be the silent disco. I mean, it's going to be fun. And I mean, there's going to be definitely the fashion girlies and guys.
Would there be food? Would there be food? Some of us, it's food that brings us.
Seems like you're a foodie. Yes, there will be vendors. I mean, we will be giving out free drinks from our sponsors. Yes, so courtesy of them, thank you for that. But yes, there will be vendors selling like food and all of that.
Oh, interesting. All right, so guys, maybe you want to put it in your diaries or set a reminder for 26th and 27th. The Arts and Vibes. It's happening in Kaduna, Ahmed Musa Center. If you know that, I mean, it's quite popular now in Kaduna. So.
So we will be opening the gates at 12 p.m.
12 p.m.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So 12 p.m. The gates are open. You can float in and be a part of it. If you're going to Kaduna for the holidays, make that a part of your plan. Those of you who are tuned in from all parts of the country and every part of the world, if you're ever going to be in Kaduna around that period, or maybe you should even make plans to just go and experience it and experience Kaduna for yourself. That's going to do you a lot of good. All right, we've been talking with Suchet Oh my God, Suchet is the convener for Art and Vibes. This is the third edition, and it promises to be quite interesting. M.I. Abaga is going to be there. Several other interesting artists and poets and all will be there. If you're a lover of art, you want to go and witness this and experience it for yourself. Maybe Deborah, should I put you on the spot? Maybe just do a poem, something small. Well, maybe something small. A few lines.
Oh my God. This is like when you ask people what their favorite song is and nothing comes to mind. Okay. Alright. I don't know. I think this one is a little bit harsh, but I'll just go for the Alright. Somewhere in my homeland, 96 fallen angels are trapped on earth. Wings clipped, brains washed, bodies shifted from girl to teenager to mother. Breeding factories. 15th of April 2014, 276 mostly Christian girls were stolen by terrorists from the one place on to protect them, school. The kidnappers themselves were victims, boys as young as 12. Violence indoctrinated into their veins, rendering them less human, more machine, Africa's first robots. Before the shootings in America, there was Chibok. We learned first how to scream at empty classrooms, feeling helpless when it's guns against kids with skin like night.
That was quite deep, man.
Yes.
That was really deep. I don't know about you, but you would want to witness stuff like that, or which MI does, is the fact that you're able to lace poetry with rhythm, and we'd love to see a lot of that. I mean, just imagine what she, as they say, spat. The few lines, really deep lines, and if you enjoy poetry, you'll know that that's some real stuff. That's some good stuff there. Suchet, we'll hope to, maybe see you on the 26th.
Yes.
How's the preparation coming? Everything on track?
Everything is on track, yes. We've been heavy on the PR. We're pushing out. We want as many people to know and come because it's an experience we think anyone should have. I really do love that space. So yes, we've been preparing really hard for this.
All right, again, guys, I would really love you. This should be one of the, things that you give. What did they say? It's on the first day of Christmas, my true love sent to me. Yes, one of those things that you send to your loved ones. Buy the tickets for them. How much is the ticket, by the way?
Okay, so we have the gold ticket, 3,500 exhibition.
Okay.
And the daily ticket is 2,500 naira.
Okay, so 3,500 and 2,500 naira, whichever one you want to. But I guess it makes more sense to buy the 3,500
Yes, more
naira ticket